Hey you guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel, Peter's Reality TV Recaps and Opinions, better known as And That's My Opinion with Peter Mon. And today I'm going to do a little catch-up video because I have been sick for like the last week and a half. It has been random when I have been posting over here. I posted a video here, then took a day or two off, posted a video here, then took a day or two off, and then I took Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. I am just recouping today. Yesterday I posted some videos on my other channels. Today I'm trying to get back to posting on all of my channels. I'm just starting to get my voice back. I went to bed very, very early last night, and I'm going to hang out with my cousin for the better part of today. So I wanted to make some videos early today, and I thought the best way to get back into this channel is to just go through all the shows that I've watched in the last week and to just give you guys a little bit of my thoughts on all the shows. So for those of you that don't know, I keep a running list, you can see it on my notes app, of all of the weekly TV shows that I watch. So if you guys want to know all the shows that I watch in a week, I'm also, for my Peter Does Stuff channel, we are watching all 13 of the Halloween movies this month. Last week, we watched all 12 of the Friday the 13th movies from Tuesday through Friday. I completed it. I cannot believe that I completed it. On top of keeping up with all my reality shows, all my other shows, watching movies with my husband, watching the Halloween movies, I watched all 12 of the Friday the 13th movies, okay? So let's just say, I'm keeping it up for the month of October. So these are the TV shows that I watch every single week. I watch Invasion, which I believe this week, I think is either I think this is the 9th episode, so next week is the finale. This is on Apple TV. Then I watch Big Brother on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I actually have not watched last night's episode yet, but I already know everything that happens in the show because I keep up with all the threads. Welcome to Plathville is on Tuesdays. I actually did not watch last night's episode because, like I said, I went to bed very early last night. Survivor on Wednesdays, Amazing Race on Wednesdays, which I'm loving. Love After Lockup on Fridays, which is one of my favorite shows right now. The Golden Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise on Thursdays. I'm loving Thursdays. Below Deck Mediterranean on Mondays. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City on Tuesdays. Real Housewives of New York, the finale was a Sunday. I have not watched the finale yet, and this next upcoming Sunday is the first, I think, the reunion, part 1. And then, let's see, The Real Housewives of Orange County, I finished that last week. American Horror Story, every Wednesday. It's so bad this season. Are you guys watching it? It is so bad. I'm like so over. My husband and I, we love American Horror Story, and this is the worst season I've ever. I don't even know why they put this season out. The Kardashians we watch on Thursdays as well. Usually we watch American Horror Story and the Kardashians back to back. This is my first season like ever really sitting down and watching the Kardashians, so I'm kind of surprised that I'm liking it as much as I do. Like, I think that they're rather superficial and petty, but isn't that kind of what reality TV is like, you know? It's kind of funny, like, having this perception of them and having watched certain of their episodes, like with my husband, because my husband's, like, watched them since Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Now it's just the Kardashians. He's watched it, you know, from day one, and I really never have unless he's had it on in the background. And so it's interesting, like, watching it and knowing as much as I do about the Kardashians, but, like, really watching it, you know? And then 90 Day Fiancé, which I just started like 2 weeks ago, and I have to tell you, like, I am so in love with this show. I'm so happy that you guys recommended this to me. It's really, really good. And then my husband and I started watching House of Villains last Thursday, which I think is good. And it's funny because somebody on the show said, oh, this show is going to be, it's going to be, what do you call it, renewed for sure. And I was literally thinking that. I was like, oh my God, this show. It's kind of like a mix between The Surreal Life and Big Brother and like Survivor a little bit. It's kind of like a mix, well, not really Survivor, but just kind of like some of the competitions they do. I have to be honest with you. Well, let's just start off with that show. So House of Villains is, I think it's 10 people all in a house together, and they're like battling out to like see who's like the biggest villain. I have to be honest with you guys, like some of these people on the show, I don't know that I really consider them villains. Like Jax from Vanderpump Rules. Like, Jax is not a great guy. I feel like he's redeemed himself since he's married Brittany through the years and stuff like that, I think, and he's not even on Vanderpump Rules anymore. But I feel like he's kind of redeemed himself. Like, I don't really think of him as, like, a villain. Several of these people I don't think is a villain. But anyway, so if you haven't watched these shows, I'm just going to tell you right now, me talking about them, I'm going to spoil them for you. Because I'm going to talk about what happened the last week. So the first episode of House of Villains, and I would really recommend watching it. I think it's going to be a good show. There's the only person that I don't know is this guy that's on the show from Love and Hip Hop, because I don't watch that show. But like New York is on there, Tiffany, you know, there's a lot. There's 2 people on there from the Bad Girls Club, which I used to love watching back in the day. Got the Johnny guy from Survivor. There's a guy from Love is Blind. So many people have asked me to watch that show on Netflix. I've never watched that show. Is that what it's called? Something like that. But anyway, Omarosa is on there from The Apprentice, and she comes in and just, I mean, she literally, when she comes in, she's like the last person to arrive. She like acts like a queen, and she's like sitting there, and this girl from like the Bachelor Nation, she was on The Bachelor, I think. She's real sweet to her. Her name's Corinne, and she like goes up to her, and she's like, and who are you? And she's like, Google me. She's like so rude. And then they do this competition, and Omarosa just stands there the whole time and just acts like she's not even going to participate, and she just stands there against her thing, and they literally let her win the whole competition, so she gets to be the villain of the week, and then she gets like a special prize, which is go to the spa, and then she gets to decide what 3 people go up, basically like for eviction, and then they battle it out, and then 2 of them are in the final 2. Well, first of all, Omarosa, you're not really that good at a player because you don't want to be the first head of household, okay? You should have learned that from Big Brother and their 25 seasons. You don't ever want to be the first head of household, okay? Because then you get blood on your hands. But she acts like she's got this game figured out. So it's going to be, she's going to put somebody out week 1 and they're going to all put her out week 2. That's what's going to happen. So anyway, the House of Villains is good. My husband liked it. I was kind of surprised because he doesn't really like the competition shows. It also kind of reminds me a little bit of X on the Beach a little bit. But it really mostly reminds me of like Big Brother mixed with Surreal Life. Alright, speaking of Big Brother, are you guys keeping up on it? I think the way that I'm going to start doing Big Brother coverage over here is that I'm going to talk about it once a week. I think it gets rather redundant to talk about it, especially people are like, I have to be honest with you, of the videos that I'm doing, people seem to like the housewife videos the most. I mean, tell me in the comment section below which coverage you like of me doing the most over here. They seem to like the ones where I'm talking about the drama of the housewives the most, and they also like where I'm doing coverage of the shows. People don't seem real interested in the Big Brother coverage, because I think what happens is, like me, people are watching the shows, but then they're also doing hashtag BB25 on Twitter, and they're following all the stuff and whatever, so it's like, to listen to somebody recap it, it's like, why do you really care? At this point, I will tell you, I think that for a while, and I know a lot of people don't like Suri, I am a huge Suri Fields fan, okay, just so you know. And I've been rooting for her since day one. And first of all, what I will say about the show is I do not know why they did not get Suri out week 1. Like, she would have been, just because of her history of winning traitors and being on Survivor so many times and stuff like that and making it so far in Survivor, she would have literally been the first person I would have got in the house. And not because I don't like her, just because I know what kind of competitor she is, right? Not to mention, Suri Fields is known for throwing people right under the bus at the last minute just to win her game, okay? As she should as a game player, right? Like, that's good gameplay. But she's known for that, okay? So she's sitting back now. They haven't got her out of the house when they've had a chance, time and time again, okay? So now you got Jag and Matt, who I like both Jag and Matt a lot, okay? You got Jag and Matt battling against Corey and America. Now this whole Comerica or whatever they call their romance showmance deal. First of all, I don't understand it at all. I cannot stand Corey. I think he is arrogant and smug, and I think America is just as arrogant and smug, so maybe they match each other on that part. First of all, Corey acts like he's always so smart. He's like, I'm supposed to be the smart one in this house, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, girl, you ain't that smart, okay? Cameron could figure out more of these puzzles than you can, Corey. You know, you're not as smart as... And I have to tell you right now, I feel real bad that Cameron got kicked off the show. He, for me, is like the male version of Janelle. Like, I feel like Cameron... He didn't really do a whole lot bad throughout the show. Like, he wasn't, like, talking nasty to a lot of people. I know people are going to be like, well, he said this, and he said a few things, okay? But nothing that nobody else had said on the show. And he was, like, really loyal to a lot of people. He just couldn't align with the right people. And he had, literally, when he said to Julie, I had my back up against the wall the entire game, he had his back up against the wall the entire game. If Cameron had one Big Brother, I would have been completely fine with it. I thought he played a fantastic game. I thought he played a better game than any of these people out there. If they don't get Jag out there, Jag will win. And if they don't get out Matt, Matt will win. Because Matt is such a sweet guy, and he's actually playing a great game. And I think he's like America's sweetheart. I really do. I think Matt could win this whole thing. But You got America and Corey over here. Now, one of them's going home this week, okay? And you got Jag and Matt over here. So they're battling it out, okay? So then you got Cirie and Felicia. Well, they all want to take Cirie to the final 3. I don't know why. Why you would ever want to take... Felicia hasn't done shit the entire season. Why you would want to take Cirie, who was the mastermind of the first part of the season, to the final 3 that people might vote for her? Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Felicia hasn't... she ain't going to win nothing, okay? Felicia hasn't won nothing. Felicia... And I like Felicia, but she hasn't done nothing the whole season, okay? She thinks she has. The only thing that she did that was cute was when she came out talking about Kevin Costner. And she said, Kevin, if you want to do a Bodyguard 2, call me up. That was cute, okay? But she ain't really done nothing the whole show. Bowie Jane, she said, oh, they slept on me. Bowie Jane, you got lucky. You didn't even want to win that head of household. You're so stupid that you were down to the very final 7 or 8, and you want to throw an HOA competition? You didn't even want to win that competition? But they were sleeping on you? No, girl, you are a floater, okay? Floaters get your life vest, because that's what you are. Bowie Jane, if she gets down to the final 3 and she ends up winning this thing, this will be the worst season of Big Brother ever. And I think it's been a pretty good season. A lot of people are like, this is the worst season ever because your favorite person's off there now, because now you're pissed. Okay, I've been there before with reality shows. So anyway... Jag and Matt and Corey and America are going to fight it out, okay? Then Blue is in the mix of that, all right? So then it's going to be all of them. And Cirie's just going to sit back like this, sitting pretty, and watch. Cirie's going to make it to the final 3, okay? Then she's going to cut a deal with one of them, with Matt or Jag. It'll probably be her and Matt and Jag in the final 3. She's going to cut a deal with one of them, okay, to make it to the final 2. And then she's going to sell that third person out. Watch. This is what she does. This is what she does. Y'all been warned, okay? And then she's going to make it to the final 2, and then Cirie will win the whole show. Because she's Cirie fucking Fields. She'll win the whole show. And I'll live for it. Actually, I think if Cirie makes it down next to Jag or if Cirie makes it down to Matt, I don't think she'll win. I think they played a much better game than her. But anyway, I don't know that I even really think that she cares that much about winning. I think she's just happy that she's there playing the game. So anyway, I think her next move will be that her and Jared will go an Amazing Race together. Okay, so that's that. Welcome to Plathville. I'm not up to date with. I'm so over that show. Okay, so now the Christian mother who done left her family, okay, and her and her husband are getting divorced. I used to think the husband was creepy weird, and he's real nice this season. He's trying to have relationships with his kids. While the wife, it's like she just woke up one day and decided she didn't want to be a wife of 42 kids anymore, something mother of 42 kids anymore. She just decided, I am not about this anymore, okay? And then they all want to throw in there all the time, but the Father says in Christ this. I'm like, you are not living no Christian way, okay? So you can just shove that shit right up your ass, okay? I am not buying into this. You're pumping biceps and hitting on all this and dating your son's aviator trainer and keeping it a secret from your kids and all this kind of stuff, but you want to sit there and talk about what Christ wants for you? I don't know. Did you think Christ wanted a TV show for 42 kids? Is that what you thought? New Duggars over there? Olivia and Micah, they're living in Minnesota. Girl, can somebody please, and I love Mariah. I love her so much. I think she is so sweet, but can somebody please get that girl a makeover? I mean, it kills me just to watch her. I don't come in for me and say I'm body shaming her because I'm talking about her makeup, okay? And I am a beauty influencer drama channel, so I can talk about that on my other channel. It pains me to watch her eyelashes. She's got so much mascara glooped up on them eyelashes. Can somebody please do a makeover on her? You know, I mean, all these beauty influencers on YouTube are picking up these RuPaul's Drag Race girls. Can somebody please pick up Mariah from Welcome to Plathville and fix her makeup, girl? It pains me to watch her mascara. So anyway, Welcome to Plathville. It's okay. I'm kind of over it. Micah, now his modeling career not taking off. Actually reminds me of that song Supermodel by RuPaul's Drag Race when she goes, at 19 her modeling career took off. Well, Micah, his career ain't taking off, okay? He's cheesy. He's cheesy. Have you seen those modeling pictures? I mean, he's a good looking guy and all that kind of stuff. Have you seen his modeling pictures? He's like this. I'm like, you are cheesy, okay? You need to be. And then he's like dating 2 girls, okay? He's dating 2 girls. This is like kills me, right? He's dating 2 girls in Los Angeles and he's hitting on both girls. And is Micah that clueless? Are y'all watching the show? Okay, Micah is clueless, okay, about things. I am so confused. Anyway, so then Survivor and Amazing Race, I just have to tell you, I am loving it. I am so glad that I am watching it again. So Survivor, you know, that one team, oh my God, they got the fruit, and I was so happy for them. What's their team? I don't know, the yellow team. They've been losing everything. I was so happy for them. They won that competition. I thought they were going to come out and they're going to win, and they're not going to Tribal Council tonight. They sure as shit went to Tribal Council. Now, let me tell you something, okay? That Emily girl, I did not like Emily. I thought she was shady as shit, okay? Now, tell me how, this is reality television for you, okay? Tell me how 1 week you can hate somebody watching it from your TV or my iPad, watching a show from your iPad, okay? You can hate somebody so much and then turn around the week later and be their biggest fan. So, this is what was going on, right? So that girl, I can't remember what the other girl's name was, but she was so threatened by Caleb because he was the best player on the team that then she talked to that Sean guy and they said that they were going to vote Caleb off, but they needed her vote because she didn't have her immunity idol yet. Okay? So then she goes to Emily, who's the one they've been wanting to get off for weeks, right? And she says, we're going to all vote for Caleb. But if you talk to him, tell him that you're voting for me, okay? Well, Emily's not stupid. She starts putting 2 and 2 together. Well, the other girl, I can't remember her name was, Sadaya or something like that. So she tells Caleb, she's real smart. She's getting ahead of the game, see? She tells Caleb, I'm telling Emily that we're voting for you, but we're really voting for Emily, okay? And he's like, oh, okay, okay. So you think going to the Tribal Council that the vote is going to be, Emily is going to vote for this Sadaya girl, okay? Because she's already said, my loyalty is to Caleb. He has tried to help me in this game. And this is where she's like, I am loyal through and through. Okay, he has tried to help me. He has been the best person to me and whatever. So you know her vote's going to be for Caleb, okay? And then Sean's vote, you know, is going to be, or you know, her vote's going to be for Sadaya, the other girl, I can't remember what her name is. And then Sean's vote is going to be for Caleb, okay? Because they're going to screw the pooch on Caleb, right? But then the vote comes down to Caleb because, what's her face, Sadaya, she don't have her immunity idol yet because she's melting in this fire. But then she gets it unmelted. So she actually can have a vote, but she has to wait until she gets to the beach if she wants it to have, if she wants that to have more power. So she decides not to take her vote, right? Okay, so it comes down to 3 of them. Well, you think it's going to be a 3-way tie between Emily, Sadaya, whatever her name is, I can't remember, and Caleb. Well, Caleb gets smart at the last minute. He decides to believe Emily, and he votes against her. So the girl that had the immunity idol, she goes out. I'm telling you, it was probably one of the best tribal councils I have ever seen, and I watched Survivor for like the first 12 years. I was blown away. And actually, that girl with the immunity idol, I liked her. I thought she handled it real well. She handled it real classy. I'd be like, damn, and I had that immunity idol? Oh, are you kidding me? Now, the Amazing Race, I am living for too, okay? So I tell you, Emily, I'm a huge fan of Emily now because she showed loyalty. And that's really what Survivor's about, good gameplay and loyalty. And I think she's really realized that her mouth was getting her in a lot of trouble, so she's wanting to switch it up. Amazing Race, I am living for this season, okay? And I have to tell you, I kind of forgot this about Amazing Race, that those people that are at the top end up on the bottom. You know, it don't last forever, it don't. I live for it, okay? My favorite show, though, is Love After Lockup. I'm living for Love After Lockup. But here's my thing. First of all, that poor Asante that uncheated on Renika, he dies, I guess, because they at the beginning of each episode, they say that these episodes were filmed before the horrible killing of Asante, whatever his name is, which is sad. I feel bad about that, right? But he did Renika wrong. He is up in a hotel room living with his girlfriend. Then apparently next week's episode, they come out and they say that he says he's got many girlfriends or something like that. I feel kind of bad for Renika. She moved her daughters and everything up here, and she didn't even know anybody up there but this guy, Asante, and all this kind of stuff, and he was in prison at the time. I mean, I don't know why you would do that. None of these people make sense to me, okay? They all want to move 3 states away to be with their partner that they've never known except for they met him in prison or something like that, right? So anyway, but this Renika Asante thing, could they drag that out anymore? Like, I feel like her and this investigator have been working on 14 episodes of trying to get up to this hotel room. Like, just either show it or don't. Like, I'm so over it. And this Brittany girl, okay, that she's with Andy, the cop. And then she came out last week and she said, not the most recent episode, the weekend before that, like, she should have known because he met her on Caged Women. Girl, you're throwing your boyfriend under the bus for being on a website called Caged Women, yet you had a profile on Caged Women? I didn't even know there was a Caged Women that existed, okay? I'm telling you that right now. But if I get divorced, I might have to get on Caged Men. I'm just saying that right now. If might find me a man on Caged Men, then I'll be on 90 Day Fiancé as the first. Have there been gay couples on there before? Have there? Well, I mean, okay, but that's not really a gay couple because he's trans. So, but I am, what's their names? I can't remember what her name is. Is her name Brittany too? I love them as a couple so much. I really do. And his family is so accepting and loving of him. I think that whole storyline is so important. I can't think of his name. It starts with a K. But I love them so much. But he don't talk right to her. He doesn't. He's kind of mean to Brittany a little bit, you know? Telling her she needs to pick out the wrong probation department and stuff like that. I feel like I'm living with all my friends. Because half my friends, this is their lives. Because I'm a person in recovery, you know? So that Brittany girl, though, she's like, something's going on, okay? And she's used it, and listen, as an addict in recovery, and she's got out of prison, and she keeps on talking about she's not in the right state of mind. She always says to the producers, you know, like, I'm not really in the right state of mind. What she's saying is, she's looking for a reason to use, okay? And she's using 50 excuses. Like her relationship with her daughter, that Andy's not the guy she thought he was, and all this kind of stuff. She is so itching to use. Okay, and I'm sitting there, and she's talking about, before she gets out, she's talking about going to meetings and setting up sobriety and things like that. I'm like, girl, why don't you go to a meeting? Why don't you have Andy take you to a meeting, get you a sponsor, and start working some steps? Why don't you get involved in an outpatient program, girl? So sitting on that couch. Now, apparently, she comes out, she wants to start asking for this money. I'm like, here we go. She's going to be back in prison before you know it because she can't stay off the drugs. She just can't. It makes me sad. It breaks my heart. It really does. Because you can already see it. As somebody in recovery, I can already see where this is going. And it makes me so sad. Now, Golden Bachelor, I love it. And the girls are fighting on there. Did you see? And the older ladies. Now, I do think that one girl, I can't remember what her name is, but she's the one that thinks that, you know, that Gary is her love person for life. And then she's telling everybody about what a great history is. And that other woman loses her mind. I don't think either one of them are going to end up with him. I don't, okay? And Susan is my favorite, and I don't even know why. I just like Susan, okay? But every other woman besides Susan is like, he's like real into the blondes or something. Have you noticed that? But I think these women are real nice. I do. I love the show so much. Here goes my neighbor. She's leaving right now. So anyway, and then The Bachelor in Paradise, y'all. I am so addicted to this fucking show. Can I just tell you? What did y'all do to me with this show? I am so addicted to this show. Okay? Like, so addicted to this show, Bachelor in Paradise. This poor Will, every guy that comes on the beach takes his girl, okay? Now they got like 14 guys on the beach and 6 girls. And the girls got the roses. Are they trying to set it up this way? Is this how it goes every year? Because I've never watched this show before. So that they like 7 guys get booted off at once. And that Sean guy that thinks that he looks like Ken, but he don't. Like, okay, this is what kills me too. Is that these girls are all like, oh my God, I love you so much. Like, we have such a connection. I am so fucking tired of the word connection. They constantly talk about having connections, right? And they're like, oh my God, we have such a connection. And then this new guy like walks on the beach and he's like, hey, Susie, would you like to go on a date? She's like, sure. She can't wait to get away from this guy, right? Like, she's like been like hugging up and kissing on him and talking about all kinds of misconnections that she's had with him. And she cannot wait to get away with him and go on the date with the newest guy and ride horses in the mud and shit like that. I just can't with all this. So anyway, I think that's about it. Oh, 90 Day Fiance. Y'all warned me about this Jasmine, okay? Listen, my husband's Venezuelan. She's from Panama. Y'all don't know, like, Latino families. Okay, y'all are coming for her and saying that she's horrible and she's toxic and things like that. Welcome to my life. That's my husband, okay? But anyway, the thing about Gino and Jasmine is this, is that they're so toxic, both of them, each of them, that they are so perfect for each other, okay? Like, when she showed up at the airport with that dog and things like that, I thought they couldn't keep them tongues out of each other's mouths. Like, I was kind of, like, grossed out by the whole thing. But anyway, I love that show. I am so addicted to the show. I don't know how I never watched 90 Day Fiancé before. Listen, I need all the recommendations in the comment sections. I can pick me up about 4 or 5 new shows, so let me know. Now, I want shows that are starting, okay? Because, like, listen... now, what are the new, Miami and Potomac, I almost said. Miami and Potomac are coming out. Where's my reality shows? Here it is. Okay. So, Beverly Hills comes out 10/25. No, 10/25, that can't be right. It's coming out this month. Beverly Hills is? I guess it is. And then Miami is 11/1 and Potomac is 11/5. Now, I am halfway through season 3 of Miami. I'm going to finish it before it starts. And then New Jersey is February 2024, so I got a lot of time to catch up on that. But then I'm going to start watching Potomac. So those are the new shows that are coming out. But listen, I can watch some new shows. So recommend me some shows in the comment section below. I'm loving this. I'm loving this channel. Thank you guys so much. We were close to almost 3,000 or 7,000 subscribers over here. And I about was blown away. I could not believe it. Let's look and see where we're at real quick right now. $69.19! Oh my god, I can't believe it! You guys, you are so sweet to watch this channel. I'm having so much fun over here. You are literally, like, I don't know, feeding my love of reality TV, and I'm loving coming over here and talking about it. So thank you so much for watching this channel and subscribing to it. It means the world to me. And I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.